Some shocking videos circulating on social media tonight show some Harvey residents boarded up into their own apartments as crews tried to close up a condemned building. They are able to open their doors once again, but there are questions tonight about how this happened exactly. CBS 2's Sarah Maki is looking into it for us tonight.
These are the boards that went up on the units at this apartment complex. Some of those units unoccupied at the time, but some, like this one, still had residents inside. Here, it was a mother and her 2 young kids. Using whatever tools they can find, a community activist breaks down the boards on this Harvey apartment complex, searching for anybody who might be trapped inside. Ultimately, there is nobody in this unit, but it's a panic that community members have felt for the last 24 hours.
There's still people in these apartments.
Rudolph Williams shows us the handles to his screen door, broken off by construction crews as they boarded up his apartment Friday afternoon. The 73-year-old unaware he was being trapped inside.
I'm used to the noise when they starting to do some construction some type. Didn't pay really that much attention. After a while, I sort of drowned it out, you know.
Yeah, this man been boarded up inside this apartment.
Williams's nephew capturing these videos from the other side, showing crews ignoring their pleas to take the boards down, telling them of the people trapped inside.
They walked right past me. I said, can y'all come aboard this window? There's a person inside it. He just looked at me and kept on walking.
I had to push my kids out the window, and like right now, my son he's scraped up. My little one, his face scraped up. It's kind of bad.
We talked with another resident, Aces Price, who didn't want to be on camera, but says she was asleep when the boards went up, escaping their ground floor apartment through a back window. Both Price and Williams tell us they used Section 8 vouchers and had already paid their rent for the month.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We tried calling the building's owner, RFN, but got a voicemail message. Harvey police tell us the city has been contacting building owners since October about unsafe conditions, specifically referencing this collapsed stairwell. Harvey police acknowledge nobody was evicted prior to the boards going up, saying property owners boarded up the complex while their officers performed several inspections and wellness checks at the property.
This should never have happened and should never happen again.
Residents tell us they would like to move out, but some of them don't have a place to go or the money to do so. So they say for right now, they're staying put. In Harvey, Sarah Maki, CBS 2 News.
Sarah, thanks. As you saw in her piece, she reached out to the building's owner. We reached out also to the city and several leaders there in Harvey. We have not yet heard back.
City officials say they've been speaking with property managers here since October about the unfit living conditions and the ongoing crime, but tell us it was the owners who took it upon themselves to board up the apartments here. And residents say they were still inside at the time.
Rudolph.
Yeah, they broke off the handle.
They broke the handle off the door?
Yeah.
And you stuck up in there?
Yeah. I opened the door, and here's this big piece of plywood right there.
Rudolph Williams is now able to walk through his opened front door after he claims crews boarded it shut with plywood while he was still inside.
What went through your mind at that very moment?
Wondering how I was going to get out.
He lives here in this apartment complex on South Halsted and Harvey, where many were apparently forced out of their homes Friday night due to what are being called unsafe and dangerous living conditions. Issues here, residents say, have been mounting for years.
My mom was 73 years old, and I had to move her from over here because there was too much going on. The stairs here fell down, I fell through the stairs.
24-hour drug activity. One man was shot 5 times and dropped dead at my back door. There's no one around here picking up trash. It's been miserable.
In a statement, Harvey city leaders said in part, quote, contrary to recent claims, the city did not evict anyone from these properties, but has communicated with the property owners regarding the unsafe conditions of the buildings and need to immediately rectify the dangerous living conditions. In fact, city leaders say the owners made the call as Harvey alderpeople scramble for a resolution.
The capital improvement should never come at the expense of someone's livelihood.
66-year-old Mary Brooks, who was diagnosed with cancer less than a year ago, is now left to fight for a place to stay.
It's hard. I want to plan, but you can't plan because you don't know where you're going to move to, when you'll be able to move, how much money.
We have reached out to the property managers and the board-up crew, but have yet to hear back. City officials say they will continue to monitor the situation here. At this time, it's unclear if or when exactly these residents will have to move. Harvey, City.
Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through on this one right here because what happened in Harvey, Illinois, what happened out there in Harvey, complete attack on black people. This was, black Americans, we're going to get them this time. We're going to get it. We're going to get us a group. We hate them. That's what this was. This was a complete attack. You see the reports. They came to an apartment complex and started boarding up these apartments while people are still inside. Like, how do you do that? How did that really go down? Or that drilling. Hey, Mom, what's that drilling noise? Oh, they just boarding us up. Like, how do you really board up apartments? I mean, what are y'all used to going on out there? You heard the lady say that somebody got shot 5 times and dropped dead at the back door. You know them back doors in Chicago is freaky. But I mean, this is Harvey, right? This is Harvey. But they keep talking about this is like a crime-ridden area. That's an excuse for them to ignore and neglect these people. But if it's a crime-ridden area, that means you should be there with more care. There's usually a crime-ridden area when you neglect the situation and let stuff go on. You see this police car there now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that police car has never been that deep into the apartment complex and parked. It never came that deep into the complex and parked. This looked like one of them one-way in, one-way out type of complexes. And the fact that it's a quote-unquote crime-ridden area is an excuse for them to for the cops to pull off severe nastiness and get away with it and blame it on the area. Oh, drugs and crime. That means that means we can do whatever over here. If it's a free zone to you, trust me, it's a free zone to them. It's a freer zone to them. And so what is the state of Illinois going to do about this? Because it's looking like to me, these people right here deserve a payment. It looks like they deserve some cash. Because they're on Section 8. Well, some people have Section 8 vouchers for their apartments. Not all these people. Some people have vouchers for Section 8. Now, the state of California is giving illegal immigrants free health care, basically giving them Medicaid. And once you have Medicaid, you're eligible to apply for a voucher for the Section 8 list. So they're going to be giving houses to illegal immigrants. So you see what's going on here? They're boarding black people up in their own house. Like they're keeping them in jail. These black people, they're putting them in jail inside their own house, boarding them up, not allowing them to open their doors, not allowing them to see outside. But at the same time, they allowing illegal immigrants to jump over barbed wire fences and come into the country. It's all good. Come over here, get you some Medicaid. So this right here is a clear attack. This right here is a clear attack on us. You get what I'm saying? So the state of Illinois, they need to, I'm wondering how they're going to fix this, because with a situation like this, you can't just take the boards down and be like, oh man, you messed up, and then leave. Because you saw what they did. You see the damage being done. In the first clip, right, you see how they put the dude on camera breaking the glass, and then they say, oh, luckily nobody was home. Let me tell you about that right there. Let me tell you about these visuals they put out. That right there was to show you that black people are breaking into apartments here. Black people are breaking in here, and there are break-ins, and so they're committing crimes. They showed that. Then afterwards talked about how this dude had a The doorknob loose. Had a doorknob, not loose, but broke off his door and was on the floor while they were putting up the boards. So they created all type of security issues just by doing this. Just by doing it, they created so many issues. And they're going so many issues that they can blame on the black people that live there. You get what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to these visuals that they put out, and everything is for a reason that you see, everything. So, you know, they show the dude breaking into the glass, breaking in. He don't live there, but showing them break in on camera. That right there was so nasty to me. I'm like, wow. They showed the dude breaking into an apartment, and nobody was there. But what did that really symbolize? Because them doing this, like I said, is an attack on black people. Because if they're doing this here, that was their plan for this apartment complex in Illinois. Luckily, the shit went viral and, you know, forced them to take it down. I mean, how long did they really think they were gonna pull it off with people on the inside, people with kids and all that? You know what I'm saying? And they said since October they have been reaching out to this this apartment complex, talking about, oh man, it's not safe and all that. They had a staircase collapse. Well, so you put up a letter. So you put up a letter after the staircase collapse? Nah, your job is to come fix that shit. Your job is to come fix it. That's your job. After the staircase collapse, you put up a letter. So, you know, it's clear this attack on black people is happening all over, and it's happening in different ways. A lot of people would just write it off as, you know, a report. No, not even a report, but just something that went on in the hood. You know, this is what they do to us in the hood. They just write it off. That's what they do to all hood people, all hood voices, everything that happens in the hood is an excuse for you to be neglected. So Harvey, the name Harvey right now, looking, you know, looking nasty out here, Harvey. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, the way that it goes, when we see these things, you know, they put it, they say Harvey, Illinois, so it's a outskirt of Chicago. But, you know, if it said Chicago, the only thing that you would be outraged about in Chicago is gangbang and rappers dying. That's all you would be, people would be surprised about if you said Chicago. But this is like, when they say Chicago, it means all of that. It means all of that, all black people, including the ones in Harvey. You know? So I'm gonna go and get out of here on this one, man. This was nasty.